everybody. My name is Lewis Lee, and this is Plane in Traffic. We do this every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, so tell all your people. If they're into cars, boats, trucks, or anything you put gas in, we talk about it here. We got a special guest from QA1. Casey, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. We've been trying to get Casey on the show for 2 years, 3 years.
Okay, like 2.
She's always busy, but that's a good thing because she's taking care of business.
Yes, I try.
So, how long have you been with QA1?
I've been with QA1 for a little over 5 years now. I'm on the marketing team, so I kind of started out a little more entry level with our social media and event logistics and things like that. And now I'm kind of way more involved in that as far as our influencer program, sponsorship program. So I'm kind of there building the relationships, helping figure out what partners are best to work with for us as far as like new product launches. I basically create our event schedule and plan all the logistics for that. We host a few internal events, like host a couple Go Drive It cruises throughout the year. We host an open house, a golf tournament, and I help kind of organize all that as well. So
what you're saying is they needed a woman to take care of the real stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So we're live on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, cool.
So kind of tell us a little bit about QA1 and what you do and what your specialties are.
Yeah, so QA1 was founded in 1993, so we've been open for 31 years now, which is awesome. They actually started out in like the industrial agriculture business, but way before automotive. So for like good 10 years of the business, that was like all QA1 was, and then we acquired Carrera and Hall Shocks at one like early 2000s, I believe. Mm-hmm. And that's when we got into Circle Track, and then like mid 2000s is when we actually got into automotive. So we haven't really been in the automotive game all that long, if you think about it, but that's primarily what we're known for now. But we do a lot of neat things on the industrial side of stuff too. Like as far as, farm equipment, you can find our shocks in a lot of different things. We have like motion control systems that we do on the industrial side, but then you guys probably don't care too much about that.
No, believe me. We have people on here that hit everything. So yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Talk about it, yeah.
I mean, we've had some engineers fit our shocks to their snowmobiles. Like, it's pretty versatile what we're capable of. But like I said, automotive is definitely our main focus now. Ranging from Ford, GM, Mopar, classic trucks, muscle cars, classic cars, anything from full vehicle handling kits to complete coilover conversion systems. I think our main market is definitely kind of the street car performance handling. We did actually recently acquire Speed Tech Performance January 1st of this year. So if you guys aren't too familiar with them, they're a chassis builder, but they have a lot of their own different type of suspension components that go on their chassis. So very excited to be kind of integrating that together. They are still Speed Tech based out in Utah. They're just under the QA1 brand now. Yeah, but they are very dominant in the pro touring side of stuff. A lot of the guys that do the Ultimate Street Car Challenge with Optima run their chassis. So it's going to be kind of fun to get into a whole new realm of automotive. So we're really excited about that.
Right. Well, I would have never thought you were only doing automotive for, a couple of years, because you're dominating the industry, really.
Thank you. Yeah. We like to think so.
I mean, any videos I watch, you'll see a QA1 sticker somewhere, or a lot of the builders are using you. I mean, I would have thought you guys have been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, no, we have a really great dealer channel program, anywhere from as big as Summit and Jegs, Motor State, down to your small mom and pop hot rod shops. Nice local shops where they'll do the installs for you. So we like to work with a lot of variety of people, which is great. And then our sponsorship program and influencer program are something very important to us. That kind of third party marketing tool for us, but like building those relationships and building brand ambassadors. I mean, that's kind of the marketing today, honestly. Everybody wants that third party review. Google review is what I call it. But they're going to take, Terry's input, more closely than like what we're saying, because we build the stuff. So of course we're going to say how great it is. But if you've got somebody like Terry or any of those guys out there, we work with Freiburger in the past and Finnegan. It's like you hear guys like that talking about us, that definitely shows something. So,
well, speaking of the devil, we're going to bring him in right now.
Oh, it's like his ears were ringing.
Hi. What's up, Mr. Late?
What's happening, everybody?
Were you sleeping?
No, I actually just got in the house and I was working on the truck actually, and then I was like, oh snap, Lewis had to call me because I probably would have been passed out because the Colombo Marathon. I love Colombo.
I don't know what Colombo is. Should I know what Colombo is?
Oh man,
maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Colombo was an old detective show back in the 60s and in the 70s.
Oh, okay. That's why
no, you wouldn't remember. You're congratulations to you. I didn't see you, but I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's exciting stuff. We've been together 8 years, so it really doesn't feel that much different. We're just legal.
Oh well,
now.
But still, you got the ring, and I got to say congratulations.
No, thank you so much. It's been a fun ride so far. So.
No, well, that's good. I missed you, Casey. I haven't seen you in about a year.
Were you not at PRI this year?
I was not at PRI.
Lewis was at PRI.
Yeah. He just fell on
you. Yes.
Lewis and Tyler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't able to make it out there this year, but I will be there last year. I'll be there this year for sure.
Cool. I plan on being there. So.
No. And this, you gotta get Tate out of there. You gotta get Tate out of the office.
He's not very much of the people-facing type of guy. I think he likes to.
He's like, no, leave me here.
Yeah, he'll man the phones for us. He's good at that. He likes that role.
Yeah. and listen, I was looking. Y'all guys got a serious basketball court up in QA1.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
Steve challenged me to a game, and I thought it was just going to be a hoop outside. I was like, Steve, you don't want this. I said, Steve, you don't want this. And he's like, bring it. I'm like, but then I saw the basketball court. I'm dunking on that cat.
Oh yeah, no, it's insane. We had Alex Taylor visit a few weeks ago, and when you walk into like the front part of our building or our front office area, we have stairs and there's like a balcony, but there's a huge curtain. And she's like, oh, what's up there? And I'm like, oh, like a little workout area, because I didn't want to like blow the surprise. So we take her up there, and we have like treadmills and like little dumbbells and stuff like that. And then like, you open the door and it's like this massive basketball court that we put in last year.
Lewis, you got to see it. It's like it's like a gymnasium, man. It's huge.
Yeah, if you go check out Alex Taylor's YouTube video, she just posted a QA1 like facility tour video about a week ago. She takes you up there and shows you around a little bit, but it's QA1 branded and everything.
That shows the company cares about their employees if they, care about their health. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've held like pickleball tournaments up there so far, but, small little basketball tournaments. I mean, it's kind of, we have times delegated throughout the work days of like when you can be up there, because we do have offices below it. So you're not disrupting them, because it's crazy how much you can hear them. But and it overlooks production, so it's fun for sure.
Yeah,
just
so
a very random Easter egg.
Me and Terry are going to hit the road this summer, I think, and we're going to hit a lot of places. And yours is one stop we're on the list.
You guys should totally come. July 19th through the 21st is Street Machine Nationals up in St. Paul. It's a huge muscle car event. There's an autocross, there's a dyno challenge, but we do our open house that Friday morning. So
June 19th through
the 21st. If you guys want to come up for that, that would be. You're welcome always, but that's like if you pair it with a fun event like that, you got a whole weekend full of stuff to do. So
nice. Okay, so Terry, we're going to put you on the spot because Casey was saying that you might know some new products coming out. So I'll let you take or Casey, you set it up and then he can just, spit.
Well, I guess we're live, so it's too late now. But Terry may or may not have a '69 Camaro that's getting some QA1 love here shortly.
Whole box came already.
Yeah. So within the last couple months, we launched a new 4-link system for the first gen Camaro Firebird. It's been a long time waiting. We've had front suspension, full front suspension components, sway bars, control arms, coilovers for years with just rear shocks for the leaf springs. And we finally came out with a 4-link to match. We're very, very excited about it. It adds clearance for larger wheels and tires. On your 69 specifically, you can fit up to 335 tires, 12-inch wide wheels, ride height adjustability to raise it up and raise it down, lower it down, increase traction to help stop the wheel hopping, but plenty of ride adjustability in the shocks for ride comfort, handling, like whatever you're looking to do with it, but to kind of help you build that pro touring Camaro that's what they're known for. So,
all right. So let me take it from here, Casey.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell them the story. All right. Now, you guys know I got the '69 Camaro, right? Now, I got a lot of parts from my buddy. See, it's good to hang around rich friends because you met him, Nelson.
Yeah.
Tell the story real quick. He's a car builder, and he built this beautiful '69 Camaro, for this guy, and it was coilover and out. He had DSE, set up in the back. What was it? Global West in the front, upper and lower control arms, QA1 coilovers. The guy comes to his shop to pick the car up. Nelson has another car in the shop where it's on airbags and the car's down on the ground, right? So the guy comes and flips. Now he's paying for this car to pick it up and take it home that day. He sees this car in the corner that's on airbags on the ground, and he was pretty much like, whatever you have to do to my car to do that, do it. So he got rid of all the stuff on it, and I took advantage of. This is like maybe 3 years ago. So I bought all the stuff that I was going to put on it. I got hooked up with QA1. We have great relationship. And then I drove that 442, that Oldsmobile, and that was it. It was all decked out and everything like that. That was it. And I was like, every one of my cars is getting QA1 treatment. I was just, thumbing through, and I heard rumors because I didn't see it at SEMA. I heard rumors that they got something for a '69 Camaro. Immediately, I called Casey up, and I said, Casey, do you have a setup for a '69 Camaro? She goes, oh yeah, that's going to be coming out new and all that. And I was like, Casey, do you know I have a '69 Camaro? She goes, no, I did not. And then I said, Casey, how could I go and say, QA1 is the best, and I truly believe it. With the truck, the Chevelle, the Le Mans, the GTO, the ZL1, and then be like, but on my '69 Camaro, I'm gonna throw this other stuff on there. Couldn't do it. And Casey's like, oh no, we can't have that. So that's how that story happened. And I immediately called Lewis. I was like, Lewis, did you know? How come no one told me?
He was like a little kid. He was like, did you know?
No, yeah. When we started talking, we were like just launching it. Like we had just sent out like a dealer launch email. Like they're still kind of like in the production mode right now. Like I think first customer ship is hopefully going to be the end of this month. So it's exciting.
I said, you gotta let me be the first person to do a video. You gotta. And she sure enough said, she said, it'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. And look out. And sure enough, I'm still waiting for the rear to come because I think the rear is just gotten released or whatever.
That's what's coming.
As soon as it comes out, you're gonna know because I've been waiting to do my '69 Camaro. I got other stuff in the mix and everything, and but that's my car, man. When I saw QA1 come out with it, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been pretty well received so far, I think, from a lot of people. Like we posted a little bit about it with another partner of ours a couple days ago, and people were commenting like, finally I have something to match the front, like it's been, people are like, where has this been the whole time? Like,
because my '69 Camaro, I built that in, I'm gonna say it's got the LS2. I built that done like 2007, and it's pretty much stock. It's pretty much because there weren't that many companies that were really doing suspension stuff, especially coilovers in the rear or anything like that.
Right.
So I just let it, just drove it the way it was. But now I want to take it up to the next level, or should I say exceed the next level. And so when I saw that it come out, I was just like, we can get that 69 Camaro riding like that 442. I'm a believer. So that was it. I was done.
That's awesome.
And so that's how I got that.
I had no idea that you had so many vehicles.
Yeah, I'm out of control.
Look, every month he buys another one.
I know.
He's like, "Oh man, I seen this car," and then he'll call me back. I got it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, there was one. There was one right up the street from near Lewis's house, right up the street from Tyler's shop. There was a old like an '83 Olds 442 with the lightning rods, and it was just sitting out there, and I had to knock on the door. The guy was just like, "No, we're gonna do something with it." So yeah, but it looks old, man. You don't want to deal with that. Give it to me. I'm a hoarder, man.
Yeah, let me hoard. A little fun fact: my family actually has a pretty big car collection because my grandpa, when my dad was a kid, him and my grandpa would just go like pick up a car every weekend because back then they were nothing, So we, till this day, we still have about 100 cars in our collection.
You say, hold on, did you say 100?
Not all like pristine car. I mean, we have a good handful that are drivable, but there's a lot of projects. So if you ever want to make a trip down to my hometown area, let me know. And my dad will take the whole. You guys can hit up Lakeville, go to the open house, and then drive down to the Madison area, and my dad will spend the whole day with you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you happen to have a 69 or 70 Mustang?
No, we do not. We have my dad's 68 Shelby KR, but that is like his pride and joy. He loves that more.
I wouldn't even ask for that.
He bought that in the mid 80s, I think, and he paid like $4,500 for it.
Which was a lot of money back then, though.
It was a lot of money back then, but now, I mean, he's had some crazy offers for it, and he turns them down every time.
He's not selling it. No,
not at all. Then we have a 70 GTO Judge convertible. That was my grandpa's like favorite car. We actually had we had a garage fire when I was like 98, I think it happened.
Oh, wow.
Where that was we actually had a 70, I think, Boss 302, 69 or 70 302 that burnt in the fire.
Oh.
But we sold quite a few of them, and some of the people have restored them, but the Judge was the only one that my dad restored because it was my grandpa's like absolute favorite car. So we restored that for him before he passed, and now my dad and I drive it. I mean, I've tried to get him to let it come up here for the summer, but he's like, I'm not ready to share it yet. So, that's fine.
Do they restore it back to the original, or do they put LSs in it like God intended?
Oh God, no. My dad is definitely the true old school factory. Like he has told me if I ever want to like put QA1 on it, that's totally fine, but I have to keep all the factory stuff in boxes.
keep it close by.
You know what? That's good. That's a good compromise, I think.
Yeah, because I have two 79 Fox bodies. One's a Cobra that my mom actually bought like off the showroom floor in 79. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's an automatic though, because she didn't know how to drive stick at the time.
That's easily done. That's an easy fix.
Yeah. She met my dad and things changed, but so we still have that, and I've been real tempted to resto mod that a little bit. Probably leave the 302 in it, but kind of rebuild it and things like that. But like put QA1 on it and kind of have some fun with it. And then the other one's a Indy pace car trim package.
Wow.
So that one's pretty pristine. I'm gonna leave.
Seems like you're more Ford than anything.
Yeah, the collection has a good variety of Ford and Chevy. We had some Mopars, like we had a Dodge Challenger convertible pace car for a while, but we ended up selling that. We actually, fun fact, we have a Superbird that burnt in the fire.
Oh no!
Do you still have that car?
We still have it. Yeah, honestly, if we rebuilt the engine and like fixed up the interior, you could drive it. It would actually looks pretty badass because the top of it is burnt, but the bottom half you can still see the paint scheme. I'll send you guys some photos after we're done with this. But yeah, it's my dad. My dad likes to take it like to the local swap meets just as like a talking piece.
So You know what? I'm getting mad now. Right now, I'm getting mad. You're a true car person, and we have car people on here. We love car people, and you got to come on here and hang out with us.
Yeah, I know. I need to get on here more often. You just got to keep pounding me, and I eventually make it happen.
All right, I'm holding you to it.
Yes, please do. Yeah, no, I grew up in the life of cars. All me and my siblings. I mean, my dad actually used to road race. My brother-in-law does it now. Just my dad just can't anymore. But he built a '65 fastback that he built for like the vintage stuff. But it was definitely like a street track car. Like I learned how to drive stick in that because it was really hard to kill it. And then my brother-in-law came from like a circle track background and then got a taste of the road course stuff and was hooked. I mean, why wouldn't you be? So, I mean, Road America is our home track, so it's hard not to get addicted at that track. And now it's built to this extreme, like he has his vintage racing license and he does all those exhibitions like throughout the Midwest every year. Yeah, it's sick because like there's limited things you can do. Like it can have our shocks, but it can't have it can't be a coilover. It can, like the engines can only be within a certain build size spec. The tires can only be Hoosier, Goodyear. Like we flared the fenders, like the wheel wells just like a little bit, but like it's like they're going around those corners and like they are wheel hopping because they don't have power steering. They don't have these tubular control arms and all this stuff, sway bars. Like
I call that real man racing.
It is real man racing. It's badass. It is badass. So my brother-in-law does that now. My dad just really enjoys. We call him Jack Roush. He just shows up and watches. He definitely works on the car too, but he just enjoys watching it run now.
Let me ask you this though. How often does Dave Cass talk about, bring one of your cars in so we can set something up? And, like, do you ever use your cars as like test mules?
No, only because they're so far away. Which, I mean, you could drive the 4 hours, but no, they've never been used. But we also have Damien, who has a crazy car collection too. So Damien a lot of the time gets used for
the gentle giant.
The gentle giant. Yeah,
love that guy.
Yes. Me and Damien did talk about bringing one of my Fox bodies up and like redoing it and putting our whole new handling kit on it and taking it out on Power Tour or something. That didn't happen, but that's okay.
There's always next year.
There's always, yeah. But no, it's kind of fun when we are researching and developing new products. We like to reach out to the local community, and get their cars involved because it's great for them. They get their car, it's free storage while we R&D it. And at the end of the day, they get to leave with a whole new suspension product on their vehicle.
Hey, Ohio is Midwest too.
Yeah. Bring a car up. if we're testing new product for it, bring it up and we'll make it happen.
You know what? I always buy the wrong
for that school bus.
I always buy the wrong car or wrong truck. It's like either 2 years off base of what's hot. I'm always,
Well, what's the truck you have right now that you're working on?
06 Silverado.
Okay.
Cat eye.
Yeah, right now we have front coilovers and rear shocks for those, but there may or may not be something happening down the line.
Wait. How do you like her? She's like, maybe.
For the OBS. Yes.
It's being talked about. That's all I can say right now. The cat eyes are on our radar.
Yeah,
I told you that's what they were called. They were called the cat eye truck.
I just learned that recently too, that they're called cat eyes. I didn't know
those
that.
are beautiful trucks.
Stacey David was on a couple weeks ago, and I asked him, I was like, hey, what's the hot stuff coming up? And he was like, the OBS and the cat eye.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and Terry went and bought both of them.
Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Oh,
hey,
I love it.
Stacey David said that's what's hot, so we had to go get them.
It was hot, like I always liked the OBS, and I always wanted one, and I was on eBay. I was just like, see, it was an OBS because I need a tow rig and something that's going to be really cool. And like I said, I had that nationwide pickup truck search, and people would just offer me their trucks and everything, and I was like, cool, but let's see what's out there. And that was PRI time, and I saw the truck that I got. The lady wanted $3,000, but it said make me an offer. So I said, "Will you take $2,000?" Well, first I had to find out where she was, and she was like 40 minutes outside of PRI. Yep. So I was like, was like, let me call Tyler and Lewis. If I win this truck, maybe they could pick it up and bring it to Ohio. And Lewis and Tyler was like, you pay for the gas? I was like, no problem. You know? So I won the truck. I think I paid $2,100, $2,300 for it.
Dang.
And so that's where we stay. Yeah. But the thing was, the truck wasn't running. It was making a horrible noise. And the lady told me about it. She disclosed everything. And we got the truck on a lift, and we found out what the problem was. The transmission and engine and the inspection plate, that was the noise. It was loose. So they're rubbing up against each other. So I was like, give me 9/16, and you just heard the noise go away. And I proceeded to burn the tires off that thing. I said, back it up, let's go.
Truck runs good.
It runs,
That's awesome.
you know. And so that's why I was just like, wow, I got to figure out, we got to get a QA1 on this thing. I was like, Casey.
I found something.
I'm the yes man.
Yeah, well, you know what it is also. Yeah, it's the kit is just so, it's so, I wouldn't say easy to put together, but it's really easy to put together. You can actually have that kit installed on a weekend easily. A lot of time to spare, especially with the OBS and all the kits. I can't wait to see the 69 Camaro, get that, because I know it's probably going to be similar to the CUDA setup.
Yeah.
Where it has that cross member that goes up in there and that mounts to the frame rails. So if that's the case and the links drop down, it's going to be, and the best part about it, it uses the existing hardware, like where the leaf springs would go. That's where your lower control arms would go. And it's a beautiful setup.
Yeah, we're super excited. There is I guess the CUDA setup too. There is a little bit of welding on the Camaro setup, but overall, like it should be a relatively easy install.
No, it's a little bit of welding. You got to weld the frame rails. That's it. But you got the little holes, openings, and just plug them in. And then if you want, I'm paranoid, so I just stitch all. I just make it because I want it to look really good. So by the way, the CUDA is going to Mopar Nationals in July. So we're getting all the sheet metal ready, and what we're going to do is we're going to build some type of structure where we're going to have the CUDA, like pointing upwards and to the side, so you can see that beautiful QA1, what's it called, suspension setup.
Yeah, we're going to represent hard.
I love that. Love to hear that. Yeah, we've been to that show a couple times. We're not going this year. We just had July is jam-packed for us, so we had a scheduling conflict this year, but would love to go back. We had some good times there, but we're doing Mo Party. I don't know if you're doing Mo Party, but we will be.
I'm going to try to get out there, Lewis. We're going to definitely try to get out there.
Yeah, we'll have the guys out at Mo Party, and we're doing the Chrysler Nationals at Carlisle. We've been to that one the last few years too.
Maybe we'll hit that one because that's in between. That's on the way. That's between me and Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't be at that one, but we'll have Trevor will be out there, and Max, our other tech, who Tara, I don't know if you've met Max yet, but he's been with us for a little over a year now. He's a great dude, good guy, very, very technical. So.
Looking forward to seeing him at SEMA.
Yeah, he was at PRI, but you weren't there. So. It's okay, I wasn't at SEMA.
I got to work on that.
Everybody was at PRI. We had a great time.
We had a great time at PRI. I loved it. PRI is my quick plug to PRI. That's a great event. Highly recommend.
It's funny because a lot of people prefer to go to PRI than SEMA.
Mm-hmm. I'm one of them.
If you had to go to one, people, I know people that are like, nah, I'd rather go to PRI because it's no frills. I mean, SEMA's beautiful, but PRI is no frills. It's just like, horsepower.
With my end of it is when I go to SEMA, I'm doing my celebrity stuff. And then when I go to PRI, I'm doing business stuff.
It's crazy. Like it's even watching like the difference. Like you see Daddy Dave walking around the aisles at PRI and he doesn't have a crowd around him. Like he actually blended in. I was standing at the front of our booth and I'm watching the crowd go through. I'm talking to somebody and like all of a sudden I do a double take. I'm like, oh, hey Dave. And he's just like, hey. But like there's no mob around him where you go to SEMA and him and Murder Nova and Donk Master. They've got these crowds of people and I'm just like, that looks miserable. I mean, they love it, but no, thank you. PRI is just so much more chill. Like it's great for the business and the industry. And SEMA's great too. Great bucket list event. I really enjoy going to SEMA. Super fun. The business side of it, I just enjoy PRI a little bit more. And it's a nice follow-up from SEMA too, because a lot of our same customers go to both. So it's a nice downtime to like sit there and actually have a conversation with people, because it's hard to do that at SEMA. So
yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Doc Master. We realized that we both got kin in South Carolina. He's still in South Carolina, and we're like actually 20 miles away from each other.
Really? Oh my God, he's the best. Sage is a good dude.
Oh, he's too funny. He's
a character. But
yeah,
we're gonna
try to steal Dave's truck. That had me crying.
Oh my God. His team was great with the skits. There's that one where he's like, the bad employee. And I don't know if you catch it right in the beginning. It's Steve Mode and Dave Cass walking up like one of our racking like aisles. And if you look down in the corner as they walk through the frame, you can see Sage like crammed on the bottom, like taking a nap. It took me a while to actually catch him there. So next time you watch that video or go back and watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, you have to really be looking for it, but he's there just snoozing away underneath the racking. They had some creative stuff.
Let me ask you something, Casey. Let's talk about, because I know a lot of people are gonna want to know as far as sponsorships.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys like look for? Because I get a lot of questions, how, like, should I go about getting it and everything like that. And, let's hear from you, because you're pretty much the person that is, like in the driver's seat, and don't mean to put you on the spot, but,
no, that's okay.
It would clear up, because a lot of people think, like they go and get themselves like a new Hellcat and, hey, I changed the shifter boot. Yo, you think you can get me some QA1 merch? Come on, so.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Yeah, I saw you. Love that. I love those hats. They're my favorite.
Yeah, they stole them from me.
Yeah, I had to gaffle them. I was like, I'm a hat guy.
So, they stole them from me because like I got when you send the parts, you sent also banners and stuff like that. Yeah. You sent me like maybe 6 hats.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, I wasn't sure how many guys were working on the build, so I wanted to make sure everybody was covered.
I was like, let me give it to you. These guys wouldn't.
I was like, oh, this one's mine. I got 2 of them up.
I love that. It's crazy what people will do for free apparel, man. It's wild. Oh, man.
I was like, damn, go on.
Okay, I got a question for you. You had mentioned earlier that you guys started out with bigger equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do stuff for buses, like a school bus or a Bucks truck chassis?
I'm not too sure about. We might be able to have a shock setup for that. It would kind of just depend on the whole spec of it, like the mounting configurations, the length, things
so
like that.
Let me tell you what we're doing here. Me and my wife are going to retire early, and I bought an old school bus and I'm converting it into an RV.
Oh, you were telling me about this at PRI, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's really nice.
It rides terrible.
I'm sure it does.
Like a truck. And so if I can get it riding a little bit better, if you guys do any kind of thing like that,
send me some pictures of it. I mean, I can ask the guys. Worst case, we don't, but you never know. Like, what does Steve Mode always says? If the measurements work and if everything works, I can make shocks fit on a bass boat. Is what he says.
Wow,
there you go.
Like that's Steve's like. I butchered the heck out of it, but it's something along those lines.
we get it. Because when I drive that thing, I'm like, man, this thing drives terrible. And I was hoping the more weight I put in it, it would make it ride a little better. But man, I might have to do some serious fabricating.
Yeah, send me some photos of it. I mean, we've had I just had a customer submit photos recently of like their Astro van that has our shocks on it.
Oh, yeah?
Not quite a school bus, but like just really random things like that. So
right.
You never know.
Okay, so the fellas are texting me because they want to come in and talk to you. So I better bring them in, or I'm going to be in trouble.
No, that's okay.
So these are our family members, and they're here every week, and we all hang out. So these are our guys.
Hey, Casey, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
Look at that. Oh, there's a bunch of you. Okay.
Jim, you just got yourself a QA1 hat. It's in the mail, buddy.
Thank you. I'm a hat guy too, and since I ain't got the charisma of you guys, I got
one hat.
I'll send Terry some more hats.
Then everyone gets one. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope you guys don't mind. Casey, I'm a potential customer.
Okay.
Been following Ray, who's not here tonight. Where is he?
Yeah, Ray had some other stuff to do, but
Ray recommended QA1 a long time ago, and I started doing research, and I was like, oh my God, I love this stuff. And of course, and it's also very cool and big about it's made in the U.S.
Yeah.
So as a customer, and I want to get front and rear, all the suspension stuff. I don't want to go crazy, but it's like more like street performance. For a customer, where would be the best place to go? Direct mail order, one of the warehouses, maybe a local place, because there happens to be a local place by me that's a QA1 dealer.
Oh, there you go. I mean, you of course can always shop direct through our website or calling in. Pricing is about the same on our website and our dealers, but I mean, we also are like fully support our local dealers and even our big ones like Summit. They'll probably have stuff more readily available. Us being like, we usually have stuff readily available on the shelves, but a lot of our dealers do like big bulk inventory orders, where if you order through one of them, you could get it sooner. Not saying like we don't have what you need on the shelf ready to ship out tomorrow, but if you have a nice local hot rod shop in your area, support them.
Yeah, actually, I kind of like supporting local businesses. Just
yes,
the other things.
Yeah. A lot of people do. Every once in a while, I get a customer who wants to purchase direct, and I'm not exactly sure why that's their preference, but you're always welcome to. But we love for our customers to also support their local shops too.
You can get your product at Summit Racing as well.
Oh yeah, yep. So Summit, Speedway, Jegs, Motor State, all those big guys, all the way down to your local hot rod shop. Switch Suspension in Arizona is a dealer of ours. They use a lot of our stuff. AZ Pro Performance in Arizona. If you're a big truck guy, you know who they are. You can get like a whole C10 QA1 kit. They'll hook you up with the Woolwood brakes. Like they're like your one-stop shop if you're building a classic truck. So
actually, he is building a square body.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 84 square body. I've been watching my buddy at Rust Bucket Restos. Every car that he brings in gets the complete treatment of QA1, the 71 Cuda, the 68 Charger, the 69 Roadrunner convertible, the Ratty Satty satellite, the Super B. And it's just amazing how good that looks, plus the performance of it. It's just awesome. And
thank you.
Yeah, so when I get to that point on my build, I'll be definitely going with QA1. So
glad to hear that. Yeah, I mean, always feel free to reach out to us with any tech questions. And like, say you guys do purchase through Summit or your local dealer, but like if you have an install question or tuning question, like please call us. Like we are happy to help answer those questions. That's what our tech team is there for. Fully equipped, very knowledgeable, great group of guys. I'm always available too, but they're a little more knowledgeable on some of the stuff than I am. But yeah, no, C10 stuff. I'm not sure where you guys are located, but yeah, like I said, AZ Pro Performance in Arizona, they are like your one-stop shop for classic truck stuff. So give them a look. But if that's too far from you, then there's other dealers in your area, I'm sure. But
Summit's not far from me.
I will echo those words. The tech support at QA1, second to none, man. They're the best. When I said the guy Tate, that's who we were talking about earlier. He's my guy, but you can call any of them. I mean, the whole family is kind of cool. When you go to SEMA or either PRI, you got Trevor there, you got Damien there. Trevor, you want to put in a headlock. He's such a nice guy. But I love the guy, man. He's great. But
people want to do that to me too.
One of them, they'll talk to you. They don't talk at you. They don't talk down to you. And there's been many times I had questions, and I got on the horn with them, and they answer all the questions, man. So you definitely don't hesitate. If you got a question, pick up the phone, because sometimes you have questions like Lewis. If you're gonna go, let's say they made a set for your car, or either Jim or whoever. if you don't know the spring rate, they're gonna ask you, okay, what engine you got in it? Okay, you know, like is this for the front or the back? And because it's a different spring rate and everything like that. And these guys are they're spot on.
Listen, I just asked Casey that last week in an email, and she came back, said measure here, boom, boom, boom. So I just haven't got under the truck yet, but yeah.
Again, I didn't realize how young the company is. I can recall using the QA1 stuff right around 2000, 2001, 2002 on a couple S10 builds that we did. And I needed to get some stuff on a G-body and talk to somebody at Tech. And I remember being told there was some combination that we used. No, you didn't have a G-body setup at that time, but do this. And you got us through it. But yes, I remember some tuning issues with some of those earlier shocks. The support was excellent, right on top of things. Even though it wasn't purchased through QA1, it came through Summit or mail order or whatever. You guys took care of it, no problem. There were some issues with something. Again, you were right on top of it. Ever since my first experience 20 some years ago, I will only use it when I can.
Good. We love that.
I truly believe that on the Model A, on that one there,
that's awesome.
All four are QA1 since 2019 when the new chassis went under it. And I believe that that's 6 years or 5 years, and these guys will tell you I'd run the living crap out of that car.
He drives everywhere.
Those shocks are not worn out because it's quality shock. And like I said, I beat that car up.
Last time I saw you were doing a burnout at one of the shows.
It's a quality product made in the United States. Yes, they're pennies more than some of the other stuff out there, but you get what you pay for. It's a quality product, and you stand behind it. You're still in business. The other company might not be in business next year.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, we're very grateful to be open for the 31 years we have been. Our CEO is the daughter to our founder, late founder. Jim passed away several years ago, but Melissa took over shortly after that, and she has done some amazing things. And what's crazy is, like, through high school, through college, like, she used to work in shock assembly. Like, she worked out in production. So, like, it's kind of cool that she worked her way through different departments. She worked in the marketing department for a little bit through school and has a marketing degree. And now she's
the way to do it.
Yeah.
That woman's no joke. You ask her some questions, she's got the answers.
Yeah.
Lisa is serious. You know, she is not.
She's
Well, I need a couple QA1 stickers because I don't have any on my stuff around here. I don't know where any QA1 stickers are.
Jim has one.
QA1 t-shirt.
We'll hook you guys up with some swag. I'll send some stuff to Terry and he can.
Right.
I want a banner from
That's right. Shop. So you guys got to be nice to me now.
When are we ever not nice for you?
I have banners for everyone but QA1.
I'll get you a banner. I'll hook you up with, as long as you buy that C10 kit. You can get it.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm going to ask for the banner.
Yeah, that's funny. We do get that every once in a while. Like, I manage our social media channels, and every once in a while in the Instagram DMs, I'll get, "Hey, I just bought your full kit for my C10. How about a banner?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you spent enough money. You can get a banner."
Yeah. That's what I say to them. I'm like, "Look, all right, you emptied out my bank account. I need a banner.
Yeah.
Throw that in a box."
Yeah.
They do though.
In this vast car collection 4 hours away from you, any pre-war stuff? What's the chance you got some Model A's in there?
We might still have a Model A if it's in good condition. I have no idea.
I don't care about the condition.
We used to have a Model A, Model T, I think. My great-grandpa started a dry cleaning business, like, right after World War II. And we do, to this day, it's still open. My dad now runs it. But we do free pickup and delivery for the dry cleaners, like, throughout the Madison area. So we still have one of the original route trucks. It was like one of those old like milk trucks.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Now my eyes are like, yes.
Yeah. My brother got it.
For a 2-day drive.
My brother got it running a couple summers ago, and I happened to be back home visiting, and we were all out for our traditional Wisconsin fish fry, and also, and my dad and I, we drove some of our cars, and then all of a sudden my brother rolls up, and my dad just looks out the restaurant window, and he's like, "What is that doing here?" Like, he had no idea that my brother got it running. He's like, "It doesn't have insurance on it. Like, it hasn't ran in like 30 plus years." Like, what? My dad was so stressed out. My brother's like, "You're welcome." Like, totally careless about it.
That's great.
So funny.
Yeah.
Keeps him on
And
his toes.
Casey, I just got a text message from someone, and they're like, "Could you please get her to answer that sponsorship question?"
Oh yeah, we can circle back to that. Sponsorship. So, sponsorship program. We kind of have like an influencer program, sponsorship program. Influencer program is content creators. So someone like you, Terry, who has really good followings across Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, that thing called TikTok. I mean, that's kind of a big deal these days. But influencers are used to kind of help promote new products, some existing products, if the build is right for us. Our sponsorship program is kind of more based on the average Joe, is what we want to call it, the average racers. And we was anything from circle track racers to guys just building these cars for car shows, SEMA builds, PRI, drag racers. So we kind of pick like some niche markets we want to focus on every year. Like Big Wheel is a newer market for us, so we sponsored a few guys in the Big Wheel market. So they, I'm sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. For first of the year, we open up a sponsorship application online. There's 2 different applications. One's for a race sponsorship, again, circle track. If you're looking to do like the Optima stuff, drag racing, you'll fill out that form. And then we have like we call it a special build, but again, that's just for the guys trying to build like a really nice street performance vehicle. Want to take it to car shows. So we check out your social media following. Are you working with other manufacturers? Like, do you have other sponsors? Have you worked with sponsors in the past? What kind of product are you looking for? And like, does it kind of fit the QA1 story? This is kind of what we're looking for. Like, no offense, but like the Model A, probably not something we would sponsor just because we don't catalog a direct fit for that. Depending on what you want to do with it though. But like our 69, our first gen Camaro stuff being new, looking for partners right now, Terry being one of them that we're looking to help promote. So, yeah.
Kind
Does
of
that 69 Camaro fit 77
They
coupe?
all are running the QA1s. We just make them work. That's what a real hot rodder does. We just take what you have and we make it work. Here's the dimensions, like your boss said or your coworker said. Make the shocks work on a bass boat. Yeah, why not?
What was your question, Lewis?
So the 69 Camaro, is that the same setup on a 77 Coupe de Ville?
No.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say like a Firebird, a Camaro, or like a 70 Nova.
Hey, worth a shot.
Well, if you think his question's funny, wait till you hear mine here in a minute.
The Coupe de Ville, so one of those, like, we don't catalog a direct fit for, but we have plenty of customers who have made our existing stuff work. I think we saw one on Power Tour a few years ago that had like our full handling kit. Right. So it just because we don't catalog it mainly because we haven't cataloged it, basically means we haven't done the test fitment ourselves to confidently say, hey, yeah, this fits your car. So like the first gen Camaro, we had Camaros, we had F-Bot, like the Firebird and the Camaro, generally the same thing, but we still had Firebirds and test fitting those to assure that everything works the same. But same thing, reach out to the tech team. If we can make shocks work, great. If we can make control arms work, also great too. But
now, you guys don't do air at all, do you?
No, if you do an air ride type suspension, our shocks, not our coilovers, but our shocks will work with the air ride setup. Again, we would just need length measurements of what your compression and extended ride height would be. So, or shock length, I mean. But
yeah, I think that car is going to be a low rider if I ever get it from behind the garage.
Yeah. So yeah, if air ride's the way you want to go, we can still equip you with shocks. We would just need some measurements for that. So
It's probably turned itself into a low rider since sitting there so long. The springs have rusted through the floor.
No, she's covered up pretty good. She's in a good spot.
Well, my question is a minute ago you mentioned the average Joey, and that just happens to be my name.
yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a guy that has one arm and is disabled get on his channel and do some miraculous things that inspires other people with disabilities?
Is that you?
Well, that's me. I got one arm.
I did not know.
And
I have not seen
Where's
it.
the other one?
Well, it's probably. Well, I hope it's in heaven, walking around like Sing from that one show, Addams Family. But who knows? But yeah, I have a feeling that once I do bust out with that truck build on my YouTube, that the hashtags I'll use, they definitely help.
Oh,
But once the word starts spreading around, people are going to be over there watching this, and most people won't even realize I don't have two arms. I get that all the time. People are like, "Oh wow, I just noticed you got one arm."
Oh.
So
now, Casey, on the serious tip, he really does great work. He came and helped us work on my bus. We had a big event where we cut the roof off my bus and lifted it 18 inches. And he came down.
Yeah.
He did a lot of work on it with us. And
School bus is going to be killer, man. I can't wait. I'm taking a shower in that thing, man.
that bathroom is freaking awesome.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
getting there.
But
Hey, about 5 more rolls of duct tape, I'll have it done.
yeah, well, I was going to see if you needed a roll. I found a half a roll. It's kind of dry rotted, but it'll still work.
Yep,
No, you went the last couple of years. You need Flex Seal. Come on.
Flex Seal works.
Does it?
Oh yeah,
I tried it. My boat still sank. So the crack was 2 inches wide, and it just wouldn't hold up. So it's at the bottom of Lake Erie now. But yeah, all right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so listen, it's almost 10 o'clock. We got a few more minutes, and we'll let Casey get out of here because we don't want to hold her up from beauty sleep.
Oh man, do I love my beauty sleep?
So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and hit her now, and then we'll wrap it up.
I got a real quick question because I've been noticing this: the carbon fiber drive shafts.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's kind of new. And my first question is how expensive are those things? And how do they hold up in, let's say, street application?
Yeah, those have been on. We've had those in the market for the last several years. They're not like we don't promote them a whole lot, but they're great. So a custom one. You said, do you have a Le Mans? You said, or what?
No, that's Terry. I have a Capri station wagon.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
cool car, right? No,
I love it. I love the wagons are underrated, man.
All right, I like her. That's it.
Coming into their own. Nah, wagons are coming into their own, man.
Yeah.
They are. So that would be a custom application, and our custom drive shafts start around like the 1400 mark. So they're made to work with a 1350 or 1310 U joint with a slip yoke. But they're rated up to 2000 horsepower, 1500 pound-feet of torque. Like, yeah. They'll withstand great as a street performance vehicle. I mean, Dave Cass, our marketing manager on that 72 like teal green blue C10 that you see in a lot of our marketing, and it's been on Power Tour. He has a drive shaft in that truck. So does our F100, and we've taken them on Power Tour. The F100 has driven from Lakeville, Minnesota, down to or up and over across to Michigan to South Haven, raced at Gingerman, and has driven back to Lakeville. So they're very durable, and the perks of living in Minnesota is all the weather elements: sand, dirt, salt, rain, heat, all of it. So they'll hold up very well. Very rarely do they fail, and if they do, the great thing about them is the safety benefit that they literally just disintegrate instead of popping up through your vehicle and smoking you or doing damage to your vehicle or anything like that. So,
I never thought of that.
They have a high price tag, but the benefits and the safety and everything is pretty worth it, in my opinion, depending on what you're doing with your car. But
like I said, my friend who owned me that 442, he has that custom drive shaft from QA1 in there, and he loved, man, I tell you, I love that car. I was like, I got to do this. And he says it's the best. It was very light, and he says best
they're
drive
so
shaft he ever
light.
used. And I'm not trying to, like I said, like the truth is the truth. And he loves his drive shaft. He's like,
Oh, that's awesome.
never again will he ever put anything else other than get the custom drive shaft from QA1.
Yeah, I mean, we've had drag racers say that they actually help improve their 60-foot times. And I had another comment there, but now I lost it. But they are great. We do have direct fit applications for like the 2010 to 2015 Camaro, the S197 Mustangs. We did have them for the Challengers for a little bit, but something just wasn't working right there with the setup of those cars and our design. So we don't offer those ones at the moment, but otherwise, yeah, and we can balance them up to 65 inches long. So pretty long.
So wait a second, hold on. You said you got one for the 2010 to 2015 Camaro?
Yeah. Oh my God,
Casey,
Terry, if you're going to ask me for a drive shaft, I swear to God.
Just saying, I have to have a ZL1.
I'm leaving.
Now, is it because I know the one they're two-piece, so you just got a one-piece?
Yeah, all of our drive shafts are one piece. How do you not know that? We have a drive
Up to
shaft
65,
display at
I
SEMA
mean-
and PRI.
But you only go up to 65 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we're able to balance in house right now as a one piece. So we don't do 2-piece drive shafts or anything like that. So, but yes, Terry.
I'm not gonna ask you for a drive shaft
Not
tonight.
yet.
Not yet. Yeah. He'll call me up tomorrow. Oh man.
Casey, listen.
Let's finish some of those other projects first.
You gotta finish some of the other projects. I agree.
It's funny how much he'll call me and be like, "I got this new project." I'm like, "How's that other project going?"
Well, there was a question in the chat, and I know Casey's dying to know. Someone asked, "What is the name of my channel?" It's Mill Creek Fab Shop. Now they know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I know too. I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. There's not a lot on there right now, but you'll see me if you do watch it with one hand, literally disassemble an entire truck bed.
That's
pack
sick.
it out piece by piece with one hand. I was even amazed after I watched it. I'm like, did I really just do that?
Yeah, I did that. No,
Yeah.
that's amazing, dude. Good for you. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Thank you.
Okay, so Casey, we'll let you jump off. Unless you want to hang out, you can hang out. I'm not kicking you off.
Okay. It's fine. Is that a cat?
A lion.
A lion.
I love cats. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Simba.
Love that. Well, yeah, no, this has been fun. Would love to come on again, hopefully in the near future before show season really picks up, and I am insanely busy, like all of us. But hopefully, I get to meet you guys at some shows in person. Is anybody doing Power Tour this year? I'll be on Power Tour. Anybody doing that? No.
We're gonna try.
I'm trying to get out there. I think I'm gonna bring the 71 out there. Chevelle.
Well, last I knew, a bunch of us were going to meet up in Youngstown, go to Summit. That was Ray and Lewis and Terry and Tyler and myself. But I don't know if that ever happened because I fell out of the loop somehow.
No, it didn't happen yet.
Okay.
We can make it happen.
And then another trip we were going to do was to Tennessee to visit with Stacy David at his shop.
Oh, nice.
I definitely am in on that one. So he
A lot
loves
of people
Batman.
don't know that man's a musician, Stacey David.
Yeah, I do know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he was serious. I mean, yeah, that's how he made a living for a while. He was a session musician. So
Yeah,
I'm going down there with my drumstick.
I was watching him shred guitars with Ted Nugent. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anyway,
Yeah, well, Lewis, keep in touch with me and would love to hop on again with you guys sometime. This was a lot of fun. I was so nervous.
Yeah,
I hope you're not around us.
Hey, we're like
Yeah.
family.
No,
Well,
this
this
was
is what I
fun.
tell everybody. Once you're a guest on the show, you're a part of the family. You can always come on just to hang out. You don't have to, you don't have to put your name. You can put dark glasses on, the hat, if you don't want nobody to know who you are.
Just creep in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're in witness protection.
Yeah. Yeah, you're always welcome to hang out if you have any new products you want to, throw out there or.
We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline, so I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah, really.
May or may not have some more Camaro stuff coming out, some truck stuff coming out. So
some bus stuff.
Now, those Camaro parts for the 69, will that also be available for like the 68 or 67?
Yeah, it's 67 to 69.
Okay.
We were just talking 69 because Terry's is a 69.
Yeah.
Yep, nope, 67 to 69 Camaro and Firebird.
Okay.
That covers.
Yeah, because my cousin
not
is currently
not the Nova yet.
Not the Nova yet.
Yeah, my cousin's currently building a 68 RSSS that he bought when we were in high school.
Ooh.
He finally pulled that sucker out after all these years. But
It's crazy
yeah,
how long they can sit.
yeah. Well, my high school sweetheart's been sitting too. It don't look as good as his Camaro, but maybe someday.
Do you think, Casey, you guys will be doing a second gen Camaro Firebird?
Yes.
You know they will. It's probably one of the new products get ready to come out. Oh, she shook her head. Yes.
It may or may not be coming down the pipeline here in the near future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's all I can do.
hey, you gotta watch Terry go buy one.
I swear to God. So guess what I did today?
I'm gonna call her numbers and be like,
one.
I'm about to have Terry blocked. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, ouch.
He knows I'm playing. I always enjoy a good phone call with Terry. It's always on my drive home from work too, just killing my.
yeah, you should catch her drive home to work.
It's like the only time I have time to talk during the day is my way
Yeah,
home.
it always starts with Casey. You're not gonna believe this.
Literally. How's it been? Guess what? I'm like, oh Lord.
I know.
Yeah. Did you see the
What did we
video
find out?
clip? Did you see the video clip of Terry singing there at the Youngstown shop, working on the CUDA?
What
He
did I
probably
do?
didn't want me to. You were singing a song and somebody snuck up behind you with a camera. And
Oh, Tyler snuck up behind me. Yeah, I was singing. What song was I singing?
I think it was doo diddy up a doo doody doo or something.
Oh my
No, it was
No. It's like that
No, it was something else. Somebody's rock song, I remember.
Sentimental Gentle Wind.
Yeah,
Sentimental
that's it.
Gentle Lady.
Yeah.
that is, but
It's beautiful.
was
Yeah,
funny.
he caught me when I was singing. Come rushing by you, my head went, I'm with you.
What's sad is you guys are 35, 40 minutes away having all this fun, and I'm just over here in Austinburg hanging out, bored,
We can do a
depressed.
duet.
You know.
So Casey,
Yeah.
Terry comes here to my town, Youngstown, to work on the CUDA.
yeah.
So that's why he's here messing around with us. We teach him how it really goes down Ohio way.
Oh yeah.
He ain't got much to
I
learn.
didn't realize Ohio had some history. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm from Ohio, so
Oh man. That's too
All right,
good.
Casey, I really appreciate you coming on, and
Yeah.
we're having you on. And
Yeah,
you're
thank you
always
for
welcome.
having me.
You don't even have to ask. Actually, I'll put you in our chat thing on Facebook.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
our link will pop up every week. So you anytime you want
I
to
can
come.
just hop on. Sweet.
Yep.
Would love
Yeah.
that.
That'd be awesome.
Very cool. It was very nice to meet all you guys. Hopefully I
Yep.
get to see you guys in person soon.
yeah. Same to you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey. Great information tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
awesome.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, you too.
Hey, Casey, before you leave,
Yes.
Trevor, the back of the neck. Smack him, please.
What's funny is him and I have actually been friends for like over 10 years. I was the maid of honor in his wedding with his wife. So I would
Really?
probably get away with that. Yeah, we all went to college together.
Oh,
And then he started at QA1 just like a month after I did, or a couple months after I did.
So then maybe that deserves two.
Yeah. Pop, pop, pop. I'll do that and tell him it's from you.
Please let him know.
Yeah.
I will. Have a good night, guys.
all right, thanks.
Good night, Casey.
Bye.
Awesome.
Like this show? Want more? Then head to WatchPTTV.com, the new 100% free PowerTube TV streaming network. Home of the best classic and new motorsports racing and build shows on the web.